Live. Welcome to the Land Grant Gauntlet's inaugural Periscope. And I'm about to flip the camera, so don't get freaked Periscope, so bear with me. And I'm here with you for the next few minutes just to go over what to expect really with the website and the Periscope. The idea is just to, have a better relationship with the readers and the fans, and because it's college football and nothing quite like the sport, but what makes it so special to everybody is the fan interaction, the fan atmosphere, and that's really important to all of us here at Land Grant, and we want to be as close as we can to you guys. So I want to thank everyone for joining me for the evening. Anyway, so, you're going to get the usual content as usual. Thank you, Patrick. You're going to get information as possible, ranging from analytical, critiques, previews, and then the off-the-wall fun. Other than that, for the off-season, personally, I'm going to try and get a... yeah. Isn't the Flash in that, though, now? I saw Chris tweeted something about that, and that now he has to actually watch Supergirl. But yeah, going back to what I was going to say, I'm going to start writing some, they're called #offseason articles, and they're going to range from different topics. Right now I'm working on something ranking the current all Big 12 NFL rosters. So every player from a Big 12 school, not A&M or Colorado or Nebraska, obviously. We're going to try and get as many people involved to see who the starting quarterback will be for that squad, the starting running backs, and so forth. And so try to get that out to you guys this week, and then I'll start some other #offseason topics. Other than that, it's going to be a lot of. Chris Ross obviously runs the whole show, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So thank you, Chris. We got Rob Spradley as well, and I did a podcast with him last season, and it was a lot of fun. And he's going to be running the podcast actually, and he does a good job. And he, I follow him on Twitter. He's a good follow, and he's going to put out. He's going to do a great job. And then also we've got Grant Thome. If I'm mispronouncing that, Grant, I'm sorry. Matt Turney, Kyle Lang, Kyle Cox, and if we're not following each other, go ahead and hit me up, follow me, and I'll follow you back. It's going to be a lot of fun though. But we do have some breaking news today. I guess I'll go ahead and start off with that. The University of Oklahoma Hatari Bird. He's a strong safety. He was kicked off today earlier today for a violation of change from a number of things, but scouring the internet and trying to gather up as much information as I could in just a short amount of time since I actually heard the news break. What I could gather was that he left in good standing. Now, I don't know if that means he left in good standing academically or if he left in good standing with the team and that it was a mutual decision. I'm sure there will be some information coming out soon in the next week or so. Bob will have to give some press conferences during the spring game in a few weeks, so that will, I guess, come out a little bit later. So for the Sooners in the so we can smack around Nebraska again, but oh well. For the Sooners, it's really going to be up to youngsters like Will Sutherland and Khalil Houghton to step into that spot. Now, Hatari actually, he was for the spring. He was moved to outside linebacker, and he is he was a bigger safety. Whether that was because the Sooners are just thin at linebacker, or that the coaching staff felt that Hatari's athleticism and skill would be better utilized at the linebacker position. I never got concrete information on that. So again, Will Sutherland and Khalil Houghton will get that much more of an opportunity going forward. And then, of course, OU has Stephen Parker still, and Ahmad Thomas, who came on late in the year and improved drastically from the 2014 disaster season. But yeah, breaking news, whether it be me or Chris or whoever else, whoever is basically available, something like this drops, we'll be able to jump right on the Periscope and be able to talk about it. Thanks for the love. Be able to jump on it, throw out some information a little bit quicker than racing to the computer and writing something down, of course. But yeah, and I don't know if this is going to be. Thank you. I don't know if this is going to be a week. It's the spring, so there's going to be a plethora of news for a short period of time, and then the summer. So I don't want to get all your hopes up. I don't know if this is going to be a weekly thing. We could do 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, just depending on what news breaks. But anyway, going forward, just keep following the site. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think everyone's really wanting to do their best work with the site. It's an awesome website. The writers are excellent. The content is excellent. We cover every school. Not everyone individually doesn't just cover one school. And we're going to try and get as much information all the way from West Virginia all the way down to Texas to cover the entire Big 12. It's going to be a great year. Oklahoma is going to try and defend their crown as the Big 12 champion. Baylor is nipping at their heels, wanting some payback for last year, how last year ended. You always know Gary Patterson and TCU are going to have a strong defense, and with the way their offense has been rolling, you don't want to count out the Horned Frogs, of course. Texas is still trying to find their way. They were able to beat the Sooners. We'll see if they can make that next step to being more of a threat in the conference. Oklahoma State is going to be their usual firepower self with Mason Rudolph. The question again is going to be the running game and the offensive line. For lack of a better word, it was terrible last year, and it really put the quarterbacks, it really put them up against a wall. And in the tougher games, they weren't able to fling it around as much as they would have liked. You got to set up the pass with the run game. By the way, I just want to let you know, forgive the sunburn. The oil business is very volatile, so let's just say that. I'm sure T-Boone is doing well for himself. I'm sure he's not really hurting right now. Other than that, Iowa State's got a new head coach, guy from Toledo, and I cannot remember his name. I tried to look it up, and I couldn't. I just remembered it right at 6:59. I said, So I'm sorry, Iowa State fan. And then Texas Tech's got Patrick Mahomes, and who was probably 1A or 1B in terms of the most prolific passer in the conference, if you want to put him up against Baker Mayfield. And then Kansas and Kansas State. Kansas, I'm sorry about the I'm sorry. The entire nation was looking forward to Oklahoma, Kansas, Volume 3, but that's March. It's cruel. You guys will rebound, I'm sure. In basketball, football, I'm not so sure. And then Kansas State, Bill Snyder is still there. He's still kicking. And you can never, ever just look at Kansas State on the schedule and circle that as a win, because Bill Snyder is a warlock and he will make you pay. But other than that, it's going to be fun. The spring's going to be fun. The spring do a lot of fun stuff with the Twitter account, Periscope, and the website itself. Again, it will drop. Periscopes will drop randomly, but I'll try and get you guys a little forewarning so you can run to the bathroom if you're at work or something, sneak and watch it. But yeah. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. Going to be a lot more information coming forward with backups, young freshmen and sophomore players. Yeah, except for Ohio State. And they will come to Norman this year, and the state Oklahoma Stadium will be brand new in the south end zone. So that should be a really fun atmosphere. So expect a few periscopes from me dropping it then. So for Oklahoma's sake, I hope so as well. It's going to be a good game. But yeah, we've got the spring for the next few weeks, and then we've got baseball season in the summer. So everybody get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, my name's Brady Trantham. You can follow me on Twitter at Brady Does Sports. It's BradyDoesports. Not the most original name, but it was the only thing I could think of on such short notice. But anyway, well, guys, it was a lot of fun. I really look forward to doing this, and hopefully, you're welcome, Patrick. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, there's gonna be a little bit more information, so things to listen to other than just me talking to my reflection on my phone, trying to, I guess, weed my way through the entire Periscope. But yeah, thank you again, guys. It was a lot of fun, and go Big 12.